S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Brooklyn Barons and the Cincinnati Bengals. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go! 30 base. X3. 218. Chop. 2.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Now.
On the ground, Kamara slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
To throw on 3rd down, Herbert. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down, Barons.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Running with Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. Herbert. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake. Herbert. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I like the play call. Go to the play action. See if you can sneak your tight end out there and find him open in the end zone.
Yeah, just defensively, they weren't fooled and able to bat it away. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll run it. This is Michelle, and this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 10.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Crunch time, defense. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
To throw is Tannehill. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On the set.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Greystone travel.
Watch the twist. Bang, bang. Check, check. Lucky. Snap.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Strong left. Strong left. Strong left. Hey, hey, hey. You got 3. You got
General West.
Kill, 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 kill. Check. Check 3. Check 3.
Ready.
On the ground is Michelle, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ready. 15 line. 15 line. 54. Bam.
Man up, deep. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Deep Rivers.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Flush to his right. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the eye.
Weapon.
54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Hey, wahoo.
Watch the run. It's top, baby.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Get it.
On second down, Michelle. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Check, Mike, 54.
5.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Open man is Higgins. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance. And hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On second down, Michelle. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now Michelle. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Second and 10 at the 12-yard line. That's the end of
no score after one on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Delta.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Now Tannehill. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Ryan Tannehill. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Set 70, Indy.
Come on, D. No. Off.
Now.
On 1st down, Michelle, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Mike 54. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Ready?
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Oh, here we go.
Big grip.
They'll run on 1st down. Michelle, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Chopper!
On 2nd down now, Michelle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
22 jet bombers.
Let you play. Kill. Check. Say.
Blue draw corkers.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Now. Get it.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Motion, motion. Hey, 1 set, 1 set. Check, Mike, hit it.
Tannehill. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, let's get this, get this.
Go.
Mike 5-4. I don't think you got it, son.
Ready.
On the ground, this is Michelle. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Set. 18, Gator.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
X3. 218, chopper. Hey, high 7. Big Ripper.
On first down, Tannehill. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Tannehill. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Mike 57. Yeah. You don't want none.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ready, set.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Got you.
Get it.
They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Got it.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Tighten down. There you go. Quick to edge. Come.
61, matchbox, light, 5.
Again, it's Michelle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, Michelle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, Alpha.
Pull it together. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Now it's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
49, check 49, check 49.
Slam.
General West. Say go.
They'll run with Michelle. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
On the ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, Haywood. Step.
From the gun, Herbert trying to lay one up deep. And got his man complete. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Bravo.
Shoot the mark. Shoot the mark.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Ready?
On first and 10, Herbert, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Second and 10. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's caught inside the 20. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. He gets it to Cooks. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
To Brandon Cooks. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 5-yard line.
Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Pull it high. Get it.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. They come out here in the eye. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's third and inches.
Check 3.
They run it again with Kamara. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Topper!
And it's Michelle once again. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
Watch QB drop. Check the backer, check the backer. Chance.
On the ground, Michelle. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Back at the 14-yard line.
18 Gator.
Check. Watch 54.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Check 4.
Now on 2nd and 13. Tannehill. Open man is Uzama. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hatchet.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Snap.
Tannehill on first down. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzama. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Tannehill. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Get it.
Throwing on 2nd down. Tannehill. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Tannehill now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A give to Michelle running right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. That good for 22 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Let's go now. 15 line. 15 line. 54.
Hey, defense! Hey, defense, let's go!
Yep.
I got him! That's me!
On the ball.
Let's go!
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays.
Pilot, 64, weak. Go.
And they'll try Michelle here running on the right side. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A very solid gain of 27. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Back to throw. Herbert going deep for Hopkins. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They're on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Looking to throw. Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
1st down, Brooklyn.
So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Look at me. Go, go.
52.
On 1st down, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
56, Mike, 56. Watch the slant.
Throwing again. Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown. Odell Beckham. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Gano the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Protein spill. Yes.
They'll run on first down. Michel. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a give, right side. Bernard. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point safely through. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready, set.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2.
X3, 218, ready?
They'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they take a knee. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Right here.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run. This is Bernard. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Bengals, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they dipped to 2-2